Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Larry Bodenheimer, and today we are taking a look at LummaStealer. This is another remote access Trojan. One difference that we're going to do going on in the future, somebody has asked for me to put the hashes for each sample that we review on the channel in the video. So in the future, instead of just having the malware sample, I'm going to have a folder with the name of the malware, and in that folder will be the program and will also be an MD5 hash. This is your hash for the video. If you want to analyze this on somewhere else, you can upload this most likely to VirusTotal or any other website like that and see what we're going to be taking a look at here. Speaking of VirusTotal, we are going to take a look at that first. So we have debug.exe. That was the most recent upload, but we have bootstrapper.exe. As you can see, this had last been uploaded or last analyzed a moment ago. And the thing about this one is, this was actually uploaded to the malware forum by JaffaCakes118. Yes, that is the same JaffaCakes118 that posts these little review comments in the little forum community posts. It's got the file name, threat score, and all of that. So there you go. But anyway, I decided since it was her, I had to review it on my own. This does show a popular threat label, Lumma. Let's take a look at who does catch it. We've got a vast AVG Bitdefender this time, which is good because we haven't been having much luck with that. See, BCAV Deep Instinct. Kaspersky is here. I like to see it. Malwarebytes is here. Microsoft is here. McAfee's even here. And Sophos is here. Yeah, there's Semantic. Okay, I was looking for that one. Now, who has the correct name? Zone Alarm has it. Bitdefender has the generic variant. Kaspersky has Lumma. There we go. Who isn't detecting this? We got ClamAV's not detecting it. CrowdStrike Falcon. Who else? Google. Okay, so Google hasn't been detecting a lot of these lately. That's quite unfortunate. And of course, WebRoot. There is something that WebRoot did catch, however, that no one else has caught yet. So keep that in mind for later on in the video, because I thought that was very interesting and honestly quite impressive. Details over here, we've got the MD5 SHA-1 and SHA-256 hash, if you need that for later. Creation time was the year 2103. Okay, and as you can see, this was last submitted about 4 hours ago. So this is a very new sample. Here's the names that have been detected with this. Bootstrapper is the one I have, but then you got Bootstrapper and a lot of different random numbers and letters. And then this random what looks like a hash, and then debug.exe, which is the most recent scan. We got copyright information here. I don't know if you can copyright malware, but there you go. And then the rest of this isn't really that important. Relations, we have 2 contacted URLs, and this was actually caught during my last analysis, so I wasn't planning to see these earlier, but there you go. So we've got 2 GitHubs, we got 5 contacted domains, so we've got this res public that we saw in the last episode, and then raw GitHub user content. The rest of these look okay. One is Akamai. We got 15 contacted IP addresses, and we've got 6 bundled files. Unfortunately, only one of these have been scanned so far, and it's number 1. 16 dropped files, and some of these are new as well. I actually caught this during my review that it dropped souls.exe before it was uploaded to VirusTotal's analysis. Unfortunately, I can't prove it, but there you go. I also caught this before it was uploaded, autoit3.exe. We've got souls temp as well, and then a bunch of these that either haven't been scanned or came back clean. And then I also do this every video. We're not going to spend much time on this, but if you care about things like Sigma rules, here you go. We've got 5 mediums, 1 low, and that's about it. Everything else that's here we'll find on our own. And of course the community, Naki Analytics, I know them as well. Cur88, we've been seeing a lot of. Carlos Cabal, I think we saw in the last episode. Pedic, and then Jaffa Cakes has 2 posts here. Tags Lumma Discovery Execution Stealer Malware, her own name, and then the sample that she uploaded, which is the bootstrapper _blah_blah.exe. Okay, So we'll keep this up. We're going to return to this. There is one thing that this has. It's kind of like, how do I want to word this? It's kind of like a tool detector in a way, but I'll show you guys that in a little bit. Let's go ahead and open all of our tools. I think in this episode, I'm not going to do red shot. I'm not going to remove it from the lab, but I'm not going to do it this episode. Let's see how everybody feels about that. If you want to see red shot in future videos, please let me know in the comments. So let's go ahead and open a Fiddler Classic, Process Hacker 2, Wireshark, and Process Monitor. I agree. Yes. Okay, we've got everything open. Let's just go ahead and minimize this. Minimize that. And close that now. We've opened everything we need. Open Ethernet on Wireshark. And we'll move Process Hacker over here and scroll to the bottom. Clean system so far. This has been reverted to an old snapshot. Let's go ahead and open the Bootstrapper folder. And I don't think you have to run this as administrator. I think it works just fine whether you do or not. But I'm going to run it as administrator just in case I'm wrong. Of course, unknown publisher. Actually, before we do that, let's go to properties. And I am just going to take a look at details first. Product name is debug. File description is debug. Type is application. It's got a copyright and it's language neutral. Original file name is debug.exe. Interesting. Of course, no previous versions. Nothing weird up here. 146 kilobytes. Now we can go ahead and run this. And it's going to pop up a bunch of PowerShell windows, and we actually get a graphic this time. And of course, we got bootstrapper.exe, but I'm going to keep an eye on this because other things like that. Souls, I swear I clicked open file location. Well, anyway, we'll do open file location for this one. Souls.exe should still be here. It may have removed itself from the system. We'll run it again so we can catch that. I swear I had it. I swear I did. But we've got autoit3.exe. And those PowerShell windows are gone now, but we have enhance your gaming experience with Solara. Don't scare, it's just auto updater lol. And then it closes and pops up ping.exe, and then it pops up autoit.exe again, and then msbuild.exe. Made by C. Lua and Colton Rampage. Well, and it also does have support. This, interestingly enough, has a Discord server. Now, I'm not going to show you the Discord server. I don't want anybody to join that off of this video, but it does have one. It also has an updater, but no matter what you do, if you click download or updater, it does the exact same thing. So I'm going to go ahead and click download, and it's got this fake, like, loading circle. It obviously ticks up in increments. The application is saved to the desktop. And if we take a look at the desktop, true to its word, we have a new file here called Bootstrapper version 1.16.exe. Once that closes, you don't see anything else loading in the background. You don't see anything else. It effectively is just dead. I wish we had that souls.exe, but that's fine. We'll be able to take a look at it in VirusTotal, and I'll probably run it again anyway. Now, if we take autoit3.exe and we put this over here in VirusTotal, this only has one detection, and its one detection is webroot. I know. I was not expecting to see this. I've also already reanalyzed it once. It's got a community score of -55. And these are from 4 years ago. Now, Naked Analytics counts it as clean. Filescan.io has likely malicious. XMRig miner based on autoit. Joe Security here, it says clean in both of these. A Hamburglar says coin miner. Well, webroot's the only one to have a detection for it, and it's the name of the file. If we reanalyze this again, and of course it's going to make me do this crap. So we'll reanalyze it in the background. Let's click on properties and go to details. It's autoit v3 script beta. Copyright 1999 to 2018 by Jonathan Bennett and autoit. Okay, fair enough. English United Kingdom. So this is out of the UK. And we have a digital signature, if you can call it that. Auto It Consulting. Okay. So we do details. Auto It Consulting Ltd. This signing time was in 2018. So we view the certificate. It hasn't been valid for over 4 years. So there you go. Keep that in mind. But it has a certificate, which is interesting. Now, is this absolutely malware? No, I guess not. But it's pretty suspicious that this is paired with Lumma. So just keep that in mind. And it's also in a folder called nuclear, so keep that in mind as well. I guess now we'll go ahead and run the bootstrapper. At this point, it will reach out to the internet and we'll find a newer version, version 1.18. So let's go ahead and do that. It's going to make us run it on administrator. That's fine. And we have bootstrapper version 1.16 here. It will eventually close and open version 1.18, which opens down here. Downloading node.js, killing conflicting processes. msiexec.exe opens, but that is an official Windows installer. I'm not too worried about that. This is actually taking a lot longer than usual. Okay, there we go. And now that closes, and node.js should open as soon as I click on Bootstrapper version 1.18. Okay, nothing else is open. Let's go ahead and close this properties window. We don't need it anymore. We check auto exec, and this folder is empty. We check scripts, and this folder is empty. So let's go ahead and run Bootstrapper version 1.18. We've got Solara, and it opens in Node and closes, and you get that thing that I was showing or talking about earlier. A monitor program has been found running in your system. Please unload it from memory and restart your program. So I'm not entirely sure which one of these it's detecting. Probably Wireshark, if I had to guess. But it is detecting that we have a program open. That is a lot of crap. Okay. But it's not going to let us run it. If we click OK, it just pops up another window like this, and then eventually closes. Solara.exe will close, and Node.js will continue to run on its own program. So there we go. Sure, I'll allow this access through my firewall. Why not? I'm sure that can only do good things for us. But if you noticed, Node.exe is not closing. What do you know that I don't? So we've got program data, Solara, Monaco, file access, index.js. Let's jump to the file location. And it is just node.exe. There's nothing else here that looks too suspicious. Tough call. But it's still running. That's what's got me like, I know you guys can't see it, but it's got me squinting my eyes over here. Interesting. Okay, so let's not close anything yet. First, we're going to take a look at, I said File Shark. What the heck is this called? Wireshark. Thank you, brain. HTTP. And we don't have much, but we do have a couple things of note. So we can ignore this. But we're going to take a look at this get root R3. We're going to open Hypertext Transfer Protocol, and this just looks to be a code signing thing. Okay, that's fine. Fair enough. And this is code signing, certificate revocation list. So we don't have much in terms of HTTP protocol that we're like able to view. If we open Fiddler, we've got quite a few additional things here, but still not anything that like jumps out at me. Now this tunnels to getsolara.dev. I will go ahead and open that, but I don't think we're going to get much in the way of knowledge from this either. Let's getsolara.dev. Warning, suspected phishing. The website has been reported for potential phishing. Phishing is when a site attempts to steal sensitive data sensitive information by falsely presenting it as a safe source. I'm going to say ignore and proceed. Solara, the first and best external script utility after Bifron. And like I said, it has a Discord, also has a Telegram. And a contact, which is email. Okay. Very interesting. I did not take a look at this in testing. It is secure. This is on HTTPS. And if we download, it goes to linkvertise.com. I've never heard of this place before. Fortnite skins. Okay. Fair enough. The Solara Bootstrapper is here, behind paywall. Not really. Help Unc pay bills. Right. And if we click Get Solara Bootstrapper, choose and complete. Are you for real? So it makes you pay for this to use it, or get access in 5 seconds. Okay. What the hell? I've never seen anything like this before. And then we get the bootstrapper.exe. And this is the same exact file that we have installed. If I go to downloads, yeah, we'll do this one. We go to downloads, we got bootstrapper.exe, go back to VirusTotal, and this should be the exact same file. It's not. Huh. This is actually different. Okay. Maybe something I take a look at in a different video. But the point is, these are tied in with each other. So, Lumma and Solara, are they one and the same? I kind of doubt it. But I do believe that they're definitely paired together. So what makes me think that if we're not seeing anything on Wireshark with HTTP, and we're not seeing anything with Fiddler? Well, let's go ahead and close Wireshark. We don't need that anymore, and see if that will let us actually run Solara. So let's go ahead and open that. Don't need to run it as administrator. It'll do that on its own. No, it wasn't Wireshark. Okay. Then let's close Fiddler. This did open... Well, here's the thing. I was able to open Solara and then open all of these tools, and it didn't detect anything. So it's like a very weak thing. Let's try it without Fiddler and hope that was it, but I really doubt it was Fiddler. Yeah, it wasn't Fiddler. Okay, so we're going to have to close everything then. Let's close that. I really don't want to close Process Monitor because we have some looking to do on that front. So if it's not going to work with this, we'll take a look at Process Monitor first, and then we'll try to run it. A lot of dings. It might be Process Monitor. Or maybe we'll have to restart the computer to do that, and I'm not opposed to it, but first, let's take a look at Process Monitor. So let's go ahead and go to Filter. We're going to apply a filter. Let's see, process name is bootstrapper.exe, and we're going to add that, apply, and it's taking a minute, and okay. So first thing I forgot to add, we need to add create file to that. So we're going to include create file, and we're going to scroll all the way down, all the way, and see if I see what I saw last time. Policy, LibreWolf. Oh, I do have LibreWolf on this machine. Huh. I don't know why that, like, jump scared me. You know, now I'm not seeing it. It's definitely here, though. Because we saw it in Process Hacker. But I'm looking for it somewhere else. Here it is. Souls.exe. And if we jump to that, it should still be there. Yeah, it's still here. I don't know why it wasn't letting me pull that up when I searched for it, but there you go. We'll go ahead and scan this as well. So let's upload that. And this only has 9 detections, and this was scanned 52 minutes ago, and it was me. And as you can see, it has the same detection of LummaStealer. So what's detecting this? The only two Kaspersky is here. Okay, good. I was about to say, But the only three I recognize is Kaspersky, Malwarebytes, and Palo Alto Networks, which is very surprising to me. This isn't detected by Avast, AVG, Avira, Bitdefender, ClamAV, CrowdStrike Falcon, Dr. Web, ESET, MZSoft. What's another good one? Google doesn't detect it. What else? McAfee, Microsoft even. Microsoft usually gets a lot of good detections these days. Panda, Sophos, Symantec, and of course WebRoot. We'll go ahead and scan it again. And while it does that, I'm going to open another VirusTotal window, and we're going to go back to the original one, and I'm going to show some things. So what makes me think that this is LummaStealer? We've seen absolutely nothing to verify that this is what it says it is, until you look at the relations. And we do see some relations here, and one thing that jumped out to me... Where the heck is it at? It's not here. What? That can't be right. I saw it earlier. Okay, maybe it was on a different sample. So let's go back to this one. It might have been this. Oh, there's one new detection. Please be Bitdefender. That's not Bitdefender. It's Verist? Huh. Anyway, let's go to relations. Here it is. Contacted domains. All of these shop domains, all of them are malicious. Go.microsoft.com is not malicious, but everything else, and obviously Steam community, www.microsoft.com. These are a bunch of delicious domains. Yeah, very delicious. Malicious domains. And if I try to copy and go to them, suspected malware. I'm going to ignore and proceed. And then it's going to make us pass through Cloudflare's detector. Welcome to Nginx. If you see this page, the Nginx web server is successfully installed and working. Further configuration is required. Okay, so let's try a different one. Chocolate DWQ. Very delicious malware, see? And this one does not have that warning, but it still makes me verify anyway. Welcome to Nginx. So these are probably background things. I don't think we're going to get anything graphic. But this one is not working, so this one's actually been shut down. Or has it? Now it's working. I didn't change anything. We can try it again. Welcome to Nginx. It's probably going to be the same for all of these. But these are most likely going to be your C2 servers. Now this one's taking a while to load. Let's go ahead and copy a different one and get ready to put it in there. I'm not going to look at every single one. Oh, server not found. Alright, well, we saw that for the last one, and then it worked, but let's see. If I open this in a new link, it doesn't say that it's a 404 or a 200, but it shows 19 detections as malicious. And we do have community rankings as well. Exposed OnlyFans hack gone wrong. What the hell? Okay. Oh, that's the only one. Interesting. And it does have relations to passive DNS replications. All of these are either by VMware or Zenbox. And subdomains, located blsoqp.shop, and a bunch of communicating files. And files referring is a DOS batch file. Alright. And yeah, this isn't up anymore. Let's try this last one, which apparently was the subdomain, and that's not working either. So maybe the reason we're not seeing any communication is it installs souls.exe, and then it tries to connect, and once it sees that the website isn't up, kind of like the first malware we reviewed on the channel, it kills its own process. I don't know that for sure, but that's kind of what I'm getting from this. Because we definitely should be seeing something. And now if we go back to Process Hacker, we can see that Node.js is still running. And unfortunately, we can't see exactly what it's doing. Now, if we go to Open File Location and I run this into VirusTotal, we'll do this one. I mean, it is Node.js. It's not, a fake program or anything. We go to community. It's hashtag safe by Jaffa Cakes. Thank you. Relations. It does have some. Huh. Hmm. Now I'm more curious than I was before. Bundled files. If I don't see anything in files, okay. The execution parents, it's only 65, and they're almost all malicious. So we got Solara Bootsapper, Bootstrapper, Bootstrapper v1.1, Solara b2.zip. Huh. Very interesting. Now, this itself only has 2 detections. But it was last analyzed 1 month ago. I didn't reanalyze this. I wouldn't think that this would show anything, though. But again, I didn't reanalyze it. Yeah, it's not going to show anything. Huh. Now, if this had, like, a few malicious parents, sure, why not, right? But almost every single one is malicious in one way or another. I'm very confused about that. We're not going to be able to see anything that we can really connect to for proof, but yeah, that's very interesting. All the bundled files are safe. They're all like icons and PNGs and XMLs. Well, anyway, going back to what I was talking about before, these are the C2s. Looks like some of them are running and some of them are not. Which is kind of curious because the malware has only been out, probably at the time of recording this right now, like 5 hours. But it's only been out for 5 hours. Like, this is new malware. I'm imagining all of the C2 stuff is being done in node.exe. But I can't see exactly what's going on. At least, not without, like, static malware analysis, which would take hours and hours and hours. But yeah, it's got to all be done from here. So I was thinking, like, there's no way. Like, it's official node, right? But after this, I mean, after seeing these relations, execution parents, and, like, how almost all of them are Solara. Oops, I didn't mean to click that. Very interesting. And it's not being done through HTTP either. But there you have it. So we did discover the C2 servers. We saw how it worked. We have discovered that node.exe is running in the background full time. Here's what I'll do. I will try one more thing. Let's close all of this. I'm going to restart the virtual machine. Let's go ahead and restart the computer. And I'm going to see, one, if node.exe starts running as soon as we open the computer, because if it does, then I know for a fact at that point this is how that C2 is communicating. But even if it doesn't, we're still going to try opening Solara and actually getting it to open. It's not very impressive, but I do just want to show it's not like some fake thing that it's like, oh, you got a monitor program installed. Like, it actually is doing stuff. So let's go ahead and log on. And I'm going to open Process Hacker first and see if Node is running. It's not. Okay. And yeah, I did see those command prompt windows open. That's not necessarily having anything to do with a malware, because it's actually happened while the system was clean and I restarted the computer. So it is not running. At least if it is, I don't see it. And it could take a few seconds to boot up, so I'm going to give it a little more time. But let's take a look at the properties for all of these and see if there's anything that, like, you know, grabs out at my attention. Product name is Solara Bootstrapper. Fair enough. Not really anything there. We got the Discord. I don't even know what the extension for this is. There is no extension. You can open it with Notepad, which I'm not gonna do because it does have an actual Discord link in it. I think this was meant to be automatic, kind of like a redirect, based on looking at the code that's in it, but I have no idea why it doesn't have an associated extension. Take one more look. It's not running. So, I don't know. I really don't know what to tell you on that front. Let's go ahead and close that, and I'm going to try opening Bootstrapper one more time. And there it goes. So, we've got this thing here. Windows Defender Firewall has blocked some features of this app. WPF app 1. Yeah, I'll allow it. Why not? And, like, this is all it is. So, like I said, this isn't very impressive. It's just a Solara v3. It lets you open scripts that you may or may not have, and we don't have any scripts. But now it'll let you open all of these programs, so we can open everything. Open Process Monitor, Fiddler Hacker, Wireshark, everything. Let's go ahead and remove these. And I'm going to do... Let's minimize all this. Copy the name of this, rename, copy... .exe, add. Probably won't show anything now, but we can look. And no, it's not showing anything. But yeah, this is all I wanted to show. It actually does bring up what looks like a script window. Other than that, doesn't do anything else. We can close it. Are you sure you want to close Solara? I'm sure I want to close Solara. And yeah, it's not... Node's not open anymore. I don't know. If we open it again while these tools are open, you can hear it in the background. The monitor program has been found running on your system. And then if we close it out, okay. Solara will eventually execute, and the node's just running full time. And if we terminate it from here, which I did try in testing, it will terminate and it doesn't reopen. So we found the C2s, we found how it communicates, and we found that it has multiple servers that it communicates to, some still running, some shut down. And Cloudflare itself even gives us like phishing and malware suspected things on the webpage. But I'm totally stumped on how it works. To be able to see how exactly it communicates, we would have to do what's called static malware analysis on this channel. That would involve getting a decompiler, opening the malware itself, looking through every single line of code to see exactly what it's doing, and that would take hours, and unfortunately we don't have the time to do that on this video. But that is LummaStealer. I hope you guys did enjoy the video nonetheless. If you're new to the channel and you did enjoy, please make sure to subscribe. Leave a comment if there's something that you want to see me do that I did not do in this video, so we can do it for future ones. I am Larry Bodenheimer. You guys have been amazing, and I will see you in the next one.